We're not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about taxes. We are not accountants and don't provide that advice. But the main point here is yes, even if you are a nonprofit, you have to file a tax return. Now, the good news is when you're just starting off, you can see the chart that talks about this Form 99N. If your gross receipts, meaning usually that's the donations that you receive, are less than $50,000, you get to file the Form 99N. They even call it an e-postcard. And I know we've been hearing that we're going to file tax returns on a one postcard. This is actually one where you can do it on a single postcard online. It is super simple. The screenshot from the left is basically all the information that's required. Now, as you become bigger, it gets more complicated. We have just put up here for an example, the NRA Foundation's, I think that's their 2018 tax return. Now, I'm not going to get into a political discussion about the NRA Foundation, but you may have seen or may have heard in the news about how maybe their 501c tax status, C3 tax status may be at risk because they've used money to pay to some of their insiders, or they've used money for not allowed political purposes. Well, the reason that everybody knows what's going on inside of that organization, at least one of the reasons, is the tax returns are filed and made public record. You can Google IRS, tax exempt tax returns, and there's an IRS has a search page. You can type in the name of any tax exempt organization and see their tax returns. When you get to this level and it's larger, you can see this one is 487 pages. You do have to disclose things like your highest compensated employees. You have to disclose the amount of money that comes in the door and the sources of those monies. But that's about the level of detail we're going to get into on talking about tax returns.